In 2002, an automotive legend and cultural icon said a final goodbye after ruling the market for 33 years. Its roar on the streets, a symbol of freedom and rebellion, became a cherished memory. But now there's a stir in the automotive world, a hint of something big. We're about to dive deep into the story of the Trans Am. Why did it disappear from the limelight? What's brewing behind the scenes at the company? In a world where automotive giants dominate, can the Trans Am still capture the imagination and turn heads on the streets? Stick around because we're not just rehashing old stories. We've got some exclusive insights and fresh perspectives that you won't find anywhere else. We're not just looking back at what was, we're looking forward to what could be. Join us as we explore the potential return of a legend. The Pontiac Firebird Trans Am was a car that symbolized a significant chapter in American car culture. Introduced in 1967, it was designed to compete with the Ford Mustang, marking Pontiac's entry into the pony car market. Its distinctive styling, notably the first generation's Coke bottle design, set it apart from its cousin, the Chevrolet Camaro, and it was originally a consolation prize for Pontiac, who had hoped to produce a two-seat sports car. The Trans Am package, introduced in 1969, further elevated the Firebird's status. Named after the Trans Am series, this package offered a performance and appearance upgrade, making the Firebird a symbol of speed and style. The second-generation Firebird, launched in 1970, featured a more swoopy body style, setting a design trend that would become iconic for the Firebird. The late 1970s saw it take a leading role in the film Smokey and the Bandit. This wasn't just a cameo, the Trans Am was a co-star, capturing the imagination of millions. It became an icon of cool, a symbol of freedom and rebellion on the open road. The 1980s brought challenges and changes. As the automotive world shifted, so did the Trans Am. It adapted, embracing new technologies and designs. Fast forward to 2002, the end of an era. After a thrilling 33-year run, production of the Pontiac Firebird Trans Am came to a close. But was this really the end of the road, or was it a temporary full stop in a story that was destined to continue? Well, news from a corner of the universe has spread that GM might bring this car back. So yeah, the car that stopped and said goodbye in 2002 could make a debut in the coming years. Because the Firebird Trans Am was more than a car, it was a symbol of freedom, rebellion, and American muscle power. It represented an age where cars were not just about getting from point A to B, but about making a statement. The iconic screaming chicken hood decal of the Trans Am became a badge of honor for its owners. But why does this icon deserve to roar back to life? Firstly, the Trans Am was never to be considered just as a car. From the very start, it was a unique blend of performance, style, and cultural significance. In the 1970s and 1980s, it's symbolizing freedom, rebellion, and the American spirit. Its return would not only resonate with those who experienced its glory days, but also captivate a new generation, offering them a taste of classic Americana blended with modern innovation. Technologically, the automotive industry has evolved dramatically since the last Trans Am rolled off the production line. A comeback would mean integrating contemporary advancements in automotive engineering, such as electric powertrains, advanced aerodynamics, and digital connectivity, with the classic muscle car ethos. Market dynamics also suggest a ripe environment for the Trans Am's return. The resurgence of interest in muscle cars, as seen with the Dodge Challenger and Chevrolet Camaro, indicates a strong market appetite. However, the Trans Am could carve out its unique niche. Furthermore, the Trans Am's comeback could be a strategic move for GM in terms of brand differentiation and nostalgia marketing. In an era where brand stories and heritage are increasingly valued, the revival of a storied nameplate like the Trans Am could generate significant buzz and emotional engagement, not just among car enthusiasts, but also in the broader consumer market. So, you can now imagine a modernized Firebird Trans Am, CGI rendered with retro styling that nods to its glorious past, yet equipped with today's technology. While the Chevrolet, Dodge Challenger, and Ford Mustang have carried the muscle car banner, the return of the Firebird Trans Am would add a new dimension to this revered category. Well, many late bloomers here might ask if Trans Am was so loved, why GM dropped the Pontiac brand in 2002. So it was because Pontiac's final years were marked by unprofitability. One of the key issues was the rebadging of Chevrolet vehicles. Pontiac often sold these rebadged models at lower prices, not only causing its own financial losses, but also undercutting Chevrolet's brand value. Additionally, market demand played a significant role. Poor sales and negative publicity in its later years spelled trouble for Pontiac. And what were the underlying reasons for this negative publicity? Well, during the late 1990s and early 2000s, several Pontiac models were criticized for quality issues. These concerns range from reliability problems to less than stellar build quality, and it was due to the early 2000s that were marked by economic challenges, including the 2008 financial crisis. These economic factors led to a shift in consumer preferences towards more fuel-efficient and practical vehicles. Amid the 2008 financial crisis, GM underwent significant restructuring with a focus on cutting costs and optimizing operations. This strategy included a government bailout, which necessitated tough decisions, one of which was to eliminate several brands, Pontiac among them. The aim was to streamline GM's portfolio and concentrate resources on fewer, more profitable brands. Finally, Pontiac's position in the market also contributed to its downfall. Positioned above Chevrolet but below other GM brands like Buick and Cadillac, Pontiac struggled to carve out a distinct identity. This middle ground positioning led to challenges in distinguishing itself in the market, ultimately contributing to its demise. Now, if you wonder that there are already many strong muscle cars in the market like the Dodge Challenger and Chevrolet Camaro, where would a modernized Pontiac Firebird Trans Am fit in? Well, no offense, the current muscle car scene is dominated by beasts like the Dodge Challenger and Chevrolet Camaro. The 2023 Chevrolet Camaro, for example, is a powerhouse with engine options that range from a 2.0-liter turbo 4-cylinder engine producing 275 horsepower to a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 in the ZL1 trim, pushing out an astonishing 650 horsepower. It's not just about power. The Camaro has evolved to offer a more refined, technology-driven driving experience, with features like active rev matching on manual transmissions and sophisticated driver assist systems. On the other hand, the Dodge Challenger has its own set of aces. It offers a broad spectrum of engine choices, including a 3.6-liter V6 and multiple V8 options, culminating in a 6.2-liter supercharged V8 that delivers up to an eye-watering 900 horsepower in its top trim. The Challenger combines this raw power with a retro design that harks back to the golden era of muscle cars, appealing to both traditionalists and modern car enthusiasts. So obviously, in this competitive landscape, the Trans Am, if it makes a comeback, will need to bring something unique to the table. Given its storied history and iconic status, it certainly has the pedigree. It would need to match the power and performance of its contemporaries, likely featuring a robust V8 engine. But more than that, it would need to seamlessly blend its classic nostalgic appeal with technological advancements like infotainment systems, driver assistant features, and perhaps even some form of electrification to keep up with current trends. The potential success of a new Firebird Trans Am would depend on its ability to minimize the gap between past and present, and there was something that tried to bridge this gap once. We're talking about a Camaro that was converted into the Trans Am 455 Super Duty, a modern interpretation of the iconic muscle car. At the heart of the 2017 Super Duty is a potent 455 cubic inch engine, developed with NASCAR legend Joey Arrington. Producing over 1,000 horsepower and pound-feet of torque, it's a modern powerhouse. In contrast, the 2002 Pontiac Firebird Trans Am, the last of its lineage before the hiatus, was equipped with a 5.7-liter LS1 V8 engine. This engine was capable of delivering up to 325 horsepower, which was impressive for its time but pales in comparison to the 2017 model's output. Additionally, the latest model of 2017 might feature advanced V8 engines like a 7.4-liter LT1 V8 or a 650 horsepower supercharged LT4 V8. In terms of handling and safety, the 2017 Super Duty showcases significant improvements. It is equipped with high-end components like a custom exhaust system, Michelin Pilot Supersport tires, and Brembo brakes, all contributing to superior handling and braking performance. The 2002 model, while equipped with competent braking and suspension systems for its time, does not incorporate the advanced materials and design principles seen in the 2017 version. For instance, the use of carbon fiber body panels in the 2017 model drastically reduces weight and improves stability, a feature not present in the 2002 model. In terms of design and build, the car integrates modern technology and materials. Extensive use of carbon fiber in hoods, fenders, and other exterior elements not only reduces the car's weight, but also increases its strength. This innovative use of materials underlines the car's modernity and performance focus. On the other hand, the interior of the Trans Am 455 Super Duty is a realm of luxury and personalization. It is custom-made with hand-painted graphics, high-quality materials, and advanced gauges. This attention to detail ensures each interior is not only comfortable, but also unique, reflecting both the car's heritage and its modern incarnation. The market for vintage Pontiac Firebird Trans Ams showcases a diverse price range, heavily influenced by the model's year, condition, and rarity. A 1994 25th Anniversary Edition might be valued around $25,000, while a 1998 model with upgrades could go for about $22,900. Notably, a well-maintained 2000 Trans Am WS6 often ranges from $35,900 to $45,000, and exceptional vintage models from the 70s or 80s can command upwards of $50,000 to $60,000, reflecting their collectible status. In contrast, the anticipated price for the new Trans Am, inspired by the Chevrolet Camaro SS1LE, stands at approximately $107,000. This is a significant leap from the Camaro SS1LE's starting price of around $45,000 to $50,000. As we're wrapping up the tale of the Trans Am, how about diving into some lesser-known but fascinating facts about this legendary car? 5. In Vancouver, a totem pole uniquely features a Trans Am car at the top. 4. Dwight Schrute, a character from the TV show The Office, famously drives a Trans Am. 3. The 1980 Turbo Trans Am served as the pace car for the 1980 Indianapolis 500, marking a special moment in Pontiac's racing history. 2. The 1969 and 1970 Trans Ams were the most powerful Firebirds ever, boasting 345 horsepower thanks to the Ram Air 4 engine. 1. The Trans Am's iconic Firebird decal, known as the Screaming Chicken, was introduced in 1970 but didn't appear on the hood until 1973, becoming the car's signature feature. The Pontiac Firebird Trans Am has made a lasting impression that fans still remember fondly. Now there's exciting talk about it making a comeback. Everyone's curious to see if this is true. Will we get to see a new chapter of the Trans Am story? We're all waiting to find out if GM will make it happen. So let's wait and see.